Alrighty. So, within the past few days, I've found and started working on this guitar, really old guitar. I managed to sand off most of the rust besides this stuff over here, which I'm gonna hopefully get done soon. I used fretboard conditioner on the fret, so it's not as worn out as it was before. I'm going to polish this again. I polished it with a little bit of what I could find. Um, I figured out what was missing, and so I went and I told my friend's father, and he found them. And so we have this thing, this white plug, which goes in the bottom of the guitar and holds this in place. But the thing holds this in place. But the problem with this is that
Rusted.
no, not even the rust. It's the fact that uh-oh, it's broken. So
Oh, Cheerio.
what we're going to do is my dad knows these people, and they're going to take this part that spins, like that turns off, and they're going to remake this part, the bottom part. I'm going to sand and redo all this up here, because this up here is perfectly fine the way it is. That way I can hook this up to the bottom, and the most important part, and the original piece, which is a beautiful piece, is the floating bridge for this guitar. We need to get one of these for over here, because these are actually supposed to be underneath, and they help lift the strings. And basically this would sit right here. And now, of course, I'm going to be making a pick guard that's the same color as the original pick guard and the same size and shape. So that's going to be a project. And in the end, I'll post a link of where the picture of the guitar is. In the end, it'll hopefully look just like the guitar, only not as new as the ones in the pictures. It's going to definitely look worn. There's going to be parts that will still have rust, but the thing is it'll look cool because it'll make this guitar look like what it is, vintage. And my friend's father said that if I get this fixed up, and I want to, we can keep this up in my house, and I can use it, which is really cool. Definitely something I'm going to do. Um, this guitar is a Sears Silvertone, um, and it is utterly and amazingly beautiful for the kind of guitar it was. It was only worth like $100 back in the '60s. So nowadays it'll be worth something, but not worth too much actually.
Really?
Really, it's
Usually when something's worth a lot back then, it's worth even more now.
yeah, but it's the thing. $100 then even wasn't too much for a guitar.
But then again, you also gotta think that there weren't a lot. Like
Yeah.
you haven't seen that many, so people might actually be looking for these. Like older people might actually be like, "Oh my
Well, I'm
god!"
considering the fact that they were only made for 2 years.
Like these things could seriously sell because especially if you get it into such good condition again, old people would probably be like, "I want it.
Yeah,
I'll pay
collectors,
anything. Give it to me."
collectors basically. And the cool thing is I tested these pickups, and each pickup works. Each one works.
What does it do again?
The pickups, it's what reads it. It's basically it's what makes it so then when I plug this into an amp, the strings will actually make a sound into the amp.
I'm a guitar man's daughter, and I have no idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't really consider him a guitar player.
You didn't really get around him.
What?
You didn't grow up with him.
Yeah, if you grew up with my father, you'd
Yeah,
understand differently.
but your dad actually got it something big. He actually was able
My
to
dad,
play.
my dad got it something big because he didn't win free guitar lessons from an Easter egg hunt. He learned from my grandfather, Harry Leahy. Look him up. He's on YouTube.
You can't even see yourself.
So it doesn't matter. They're much better. But basically, your dad, I wouldn't consider a guitar player. I'd consider him because like honestly, I would consider him like someone who kind of goofs around on the guitar. I mean, if you listen,
Really goof.
I mean, like guitar player, you got to hear my dad, like playing. No, no, but I mean like hear him on a daily basis, always playing. Every spare moment he gets, just walking around with a guitar, playing a guitar, practicing beyond belief. My grandfather, the same thing.
That was my dad. My dad used to never go anywhere without his guitar. And then he had to sell his guitar. He had to sell everything. So now he doesn't even have a guitar. Whenever someone like hands him a guitar, he's like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
What happens when you're poor?
That's what happens when you don't take care of business.
Take care of business.
Yeah, well, anyways,
A look into my life.
yeah, look into her life.
Everyone's probably like, this video is so boring. It's just talking about Paige.
Yeah. Point
I
being,
got a slinky
this
mustache.
guitar is...
Not a ranting video. Bad.
Don't hit me. Abuse.
Yeah, me flicking your
Flicks
foot.
me hard.
Yeah.
Flicks aren't supposed to hurt.
Point being, this guitar is in way better condition than I thought, considering the people who had it before didn't take care of it, period.
That's the original subject.
But yeah, definitely look up my father, Jimmy Leahy, and look up my grandfather, Harry Leahy. I'll put the names down in the description. They've got videos on YouTube. You can listen. They do great stuff. And I'll post a video of, I'll post a link for the band that my dad's currently touring with. Shush, they can figure it out for themselves.
I like talking.
And basically, check it out. It's
I can't see.
great music. Great guitar. Sears, you know, you wouldn't ever expect Sears to make guitars, but
Not so great people.
yeah,
Boring people.
yeah. Gee, thanks.
But I'm boring too.
No food for you.
Food for you. But look at me, I need food.
No food for her. She gets a week without food. We will also
I wonder why I'm so
staple her mouth shut.
I'm gonna. Whoa there, buddy.
Are you gonna stab? Are you gonna stab?
Going down there.
Are you gonna stab?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Ah, my glasses. You always forget them.
No, I actually went for them. Alrighty.
Oh, it's still recording.
Yeah, I am still recording. I chose not to hit the record button. Alright, people. That's what I wanted to show you. Mostly just the guitar, not her life and everything else. So you can ignore that part.
That's
And-
what happens when you get.
Basically, see you later. Peace out.
Awkward.